Welcome everybody to another Carl O's Game of the Week. This week we have, as you saw, Mystic Warriors. We play as 5 different ninjas. The ninjas' names are Spyros, Kamiya, Kojaro, Brad, and Yari. Those are the 5 young ninjas who are being targeted by the Skull Forces. Mystic Warriors, Wrath of the Ninjas, known in Japan as Mystic Warriors Akari no Ninja, is a ninja-themed, side-scrolling action game released as an arcade video game by Konami in 1992. It was developed by the same team that produced Sunset Riders, and it has a similar gameplay to its predecessor, along with the hack and slash elements. It was the debut title for the Konami's Mystic Warriors based hardware. The game controls consists of an 8-way joystick and 2 buttons for attacking and jumping. Like in Sunset Riders, the player can jump between higher and lower levels, as well as slide. The player character attacks primarily by shooting an unlimited supply of daggers, or using his or her weapon at close range. The game includes some improvements that were not included in Sunset Riders, such as the ability for players to change characters after they lose a credit, as well as a life gauge that allows the player to sustain up to 4 hits from enemy attacks before losing a life. This is another one of those games that can eat your quarters very quickly. The player must defeat box-carrying enemies in order to obtain power-up items. These include a shrunken power-up that can increase the player's shooting power by up to 2 levels, which differ between characters. Food, sushi, tempura, udon, shakiyaki that will replenish the player's life gauge. A blue orb that will surround the player with a barrier for a limited period. A yellow orb that will destroy all on-screen enemies. Various kinds of jewelry for extra points and temporary invincibilities. As you just saw in this scene, she just got some tempura. Bring your life up. Most of the enemies are pretty easy to defeat in this game, but the enemy bosses can be very tricky. There are a total of 9 stages in this game, in which its own boss awaits to challenge the player. Like in Sunset Riders, each player is graded at the end of the stage by how much they shot the boss. The player with the highest hit percentage will receive bonus points. And as you can see, you have up to 4 players playing at the same time. As I'm playing here, going down the side of the hill on skis, you can see it's pretty hard to keep your life. Mystic Warriors is set in an undesirable future in New York. This is notable due to the World Trade Center being seen in some stages, where an evil organization known as the Skull Enterprise has taken over the nation and plots a worldwide takeover. So if you're willing to take this challenge, to play this game, make sure you have a bunch of quarters with you.
Where's my backup? Hey! What happened?
You're the last one.
I'm surprised you got this far. However, you won't.
If you do make it to final boss, like in this scene here, be prepared. final scene kind of reminds me of Sonic and Eggman.
I will use my most secret weapon and destroy you!
In this final boss, as you saw, there's 3 stages of the final boss to defeat before you can destroy the Skull Forces. Do you have what it takes to be a Mystic Warrior? Well, get your quarters ready and be prepared to fight the Skull Enterprise. And if you could defeat the Skull Enterprise forces, then you can be a Mystic Warrior. Just like these 5 brave ninjas. And if you can defeat the boss of the Skull Enterprise, then you can save the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of Mystic Warriors. Great game from Konami. Came out in 1992. Check it out. Give it a try. Most likely you will like this game. It is pretty addictive. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. If you did, please smash that like button for me. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and turn that bell on. And I thank you in advance.